Welcome, Simmers. This is Nick Sims, and this is another recording of Speed Build. This will be the Abode. And I also have the home available on the gallery for download. And this will be the first half of me building the home, and I will get the second half up as soon as possible. But you can already enjoy the house, so you'll kind of see the finished product. Um, I got the home from a picture on the website. Uh, I used the fountain and also the exterior. The video actually just jumped because the files that I use, for some reason, whenever I record, the second video always deletes itself. And then I kind of realized I didn't need to actually have a cheat code to get that piece of fountain in there. I put the living room on a sunken floor plan, but then I realized when I removed the walls, you saw the roof went away. So I'm just going to go ahead and just jump right back up to the second floor and put the walls up and get my roof done before I actually decide on removing that. And I was hoping for the best that it would, if everything was already in place, then it wouldn't remove the floor from the second story, and it worked, which I was glad. A little bit experimenting. I'm still learning everything. I haven't been able to play as much as I've always wanted to, so this is a good time to actually test things and see how I can get everything to work. So this is me actually putting up the roof, and I use the same exact kind of roof throughout the whole entire house. I just changed the direction of it and made all lower because that is just way too high. And I wanted to put windows along the top of all the exposed portions of the roof to make it look like there was actually an attic in the house. And the different lengths of the rooms made for different sections. And I'm just going to turn that one around so that they're not all facing the same way, to kind of give it a little bit more character. And this is the first time I've actually spent this much time working on a roof. Normally I just slap something on there and keep on going. I mean, this is pretty quick as well, but I at least put a little bit more thought to it. And this is the first time I actually looked at the aesthetics of a home on the exterior instead of worried about the functionality on the interior of it. So, and I always keep on forgetting about how you can shorten the overhang of the roof until I notice it poking out from the top, and then I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. So I do it there. Oh, did not want to make that curved. So that one is actually almost flat. It's pretty close to flat, but and like on the other side, it looks weird without two actual columns on there. So, and that side has two. I'll change that later. I only want one so that it kind of looks, it'll look weird if I don't. I'm just gonna make that one a little bit larger so I can get a roof on this side. Don't need one that's a one tile. So the real home actually doesn't have anything on that side. I decided to put something there so that it kind of looks realistic, like it's not just floating. And I wanted to go ahead and put another set on this side. Set of stone walls, and it looked kind of odd the way it was, so I just extended to make more room. And I forgot also that master bedroom doesn't have a bathroom, so it was a good idea that I decided to do that. Uh, I did the same with this side so that I can get some more windows in there. And I wanted to just put another box there instead of having just a wall. So it looks more, it's prettier. We'll just use that word. And I love this siding. I used it along the rest of the entire house on the exterior. I find it's my favorite one of these. It's as close to what the real one looks like. The other one is lighter, but dark on this is really good. So, and I was going to change the foundation of the house so I can get the interior changed, but I decided against it. And I wanted to remove that door as well. It did not go with the modern theme that I was turning it into. And there's me removing the floor, and yes, it stayed. So make sure I didn't make any weird effects on the house. So we can just open this up now. First I was just going to open a little portion of it, but then I decided to open the whole entire living room up to the entryway foyer and also the dining room kitchen area. It's cool that you can actually put stairs directly under the other stairs. I know in The Sims 3 you couldn't do that, so I found that kind of cool. You still can't. Still no way to make stairs kind of curve into an L shaped, but hopefully they get that in. I didn't actually realize they did that. They put L-shaped stairs in The Sims 3 until like right at the very end. I was not paying attention. And I was so sad because I didn't get to really enjoy it as much as I wanted to. I don't keep the 2 floors that are lying there. And these lights are just so I can get some lighting to see what I'm doing. They're actually custom content, so I'll be removing them because I'm trying to keep all my homes that I have on here without any custom content, because I'm finding that whenever I put a home on the gallery that has custom content, it's not nobody's finding it, I guess, because you have to click a special button and it's just a little. So I just decided to not use any custom content and only use my own whenever I'm playing just for myself. But whatever I upload will just have all the content that the EA provided. So it's better that way. People's games won't be glitchy as much. It's a cool door, but I changed the color of it. It didn't match. So I decided to have the backing of the kitchen back of the kitchen facing the living room a little bit instead of just leaving that all open wall. But I did put that fencing in there. The only modern one that I found in the house that actually kind of goes with the theme. I'd like it though if the poles weren't set in between each one. If it was just glass, that would be nice. It's gonna skip again in just a second. This was the new video that didn't. The second one ended up corrupted. It stops there it goes, every 4 gigabytes, so that it's not taking forever to upload. Sometimes it'll take like an hour and a half if I have the whole video in just one file. So I split it up now, and it makes it a lot easier to get it all together. I just decided to put the best of everything in the house. I put tea instead of coffee because I don't like coffee. I drink tea only. I get that from my mother. She's from the Commonwealth, so we just grew up drinking tea and in the house instead of coffee. And here in America, everybody really likes coffee. I don't like it. It makes me sleepy, which is really weird. It has a really opposite effect of what it's supposed to. But anyways, back to the subject of the house. I think it's cool that you can actually stick that um, hood over, high enough so that it kind of hides behind the counter or the cabinet up there. This is me trying to actually add an island, which definitely just didn't work, so we decided to abandon that plan. And once I was putting these, I realized, oh wait, the color. They're all white, and I had brown windows, so I found it, so I changed all the other ones to the proper color so that everything matched and looked uniform. And I did not like those cabinets. They didn't look modern enough in the house. They looked a little bit too much. So I still like the dark color, so I went with dark. It's me trying to add another. Oh, those are actually for that corner over there. I didn't forget those. It's really good. I was just trying to lay that down, but I just had to delete it and then delete the cabinet so I can get that second one in. Oh, I did put the wall there just so that I can get that backing up, and I decided to keep it on there so that those other pieces didn't disappear as well. And that was me removing the custom content and adding the Maxis content that was in there. Those custom content ones, for whatever reason, just provide so much light. That's why I like using them just for the start of it, so I can kind of see on the inside. And I like metal floorings in a modern house. It kind of makes it seem cold. I don't know if that makes any sense, but a little bit more contemporary feel to it. So I added it to the hallways and in the kitchen. I try to make sure that the house actually looks decent. Oh, and I almost forgot the microwave and a sink. I thought about covering that up, but it closes in far too much. I kind of want to have an open space. A little bit of fruit there. Little decorative items to go. And mugs to go with the tea. So, I'm not very good at decorating houses, but I tried, so and it didn't look too bad, which I was pretty proud of it. I thought it was interesting how the fireplace here actually floated, kind of. It kind of stuck to the top of the foundation, so I was like, man, I'll leave it. It looks interesting. So, two plants in the corner, and decided to add a little, make the fireplace orange to add some a little splash of color in the room. Don't mind the blinking, that's just the every 4 gigs. It's the video just split. So interesting that's how it's noticeable. I'll have to work on that later. I like these walls. These are good interior walls, especially in a modern home. It reminds me a lot of the ones that were in The Sims 3 with the metal in between. I really miss the color palette and being able to change everything the way it was. wish you could use this type of style and then adjust the size of the carpets. That would be really cool. Orange seems to be my theme thing going here in this house here. Um, these rugs actually look like they came from Target with that theme. I actually have curtains, but they're yellow and white like that, which is really cool. Um, instead of putting that one in the middle, I decided to put it on the back, and trying to find a space to fit this speaker. So I wanted to see if actually making a wall around it looked good, and I really didn't like that, so I just deleted it because it looked actually terrible, and there's nowhere to put it, so I decided I'll just put it somewhere else. I found a home for it though on the second story landing, so trying to figure out paintings that go on the wall, but I use the same thing over and over again. I think I used it maybe 2 or 3 times in the house, that one. I like it a lot. It's very abstract. And I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put that so that I could put the door to the entrance for the bedroom. Put little books there, just make it a little bit warmer. And entryway, some shoes. And coat rack. I like those mirrors. I use them a lot in this house, actually. And I do like 3 seems to be my number in this house. You'll see it in a little bit later. I wanted to make a rug down the hallway, but then I just found, as I was doing this, I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I'll just do this for everything. So I did. I just did it on all of the floor. It looks cool. So it's a concrete and metal. I'm trying to figure out doors, that interior doors, since I haven't used one yet. That I didn't like so much, so I decided to go with just the paneled wood. In that color. Just looking to see if I could try and put a wall around the bed. I was going to be facing the window, but it's just too small. The room's not big enough, so I just removed it and put that on the wall instead. It's a pretty color, that blue. I really liked it. Since it's the master, we'll go ahead and have a desk in here. I decided to put it on the other wall so I can get a bookcase and some chairs in here as well. Help fill up the space. Trying to make it even. And 2 rugs. So I do like placing all the items in a room before I put windows in. It helps because I can position everything how I want it, and then we can just go ahead and put windows in around that. some of the colors that I like aren't in specific areas in different walls. So I just try to work with what I have. Some plants in there. That we're gonna call that one on top of the bookcase a fake plant because definitely would not be able to water that. I am extremely short, so it would be difficult. I'd probably end up toppling the bookcase over just trying to water a plant. Make these lights actually make it seem sense where I'm placing them. And I changed the living room floor to that one because I find that lighter color is a lot better. Um, and separate these columns away from the main house. I forgot to turn the light on. Or there we go. Alright, Simmers, this is Nick Sims, and I'll get the second video of this up soon. I hope you like my home and download it on the gallery. Thanks!